As part of our remodel project, we're getting rid of these tired old chairs. The one chair over here is going to be a leather recliner, and the other section over here I'm going to build myself a little computer workstation. So that's going to involve getting rid of the table that you see the laptop on now. But I want to retain this drawer. It's a good kind of junk drawer we use a lot, so I want to keep that storage. So over on this other side, underneath the kitchen sink, there's a couple big drawers. I already had done a modification and installed shoe cubby holes there. But I seen a mod online where the guy took off this board here, which is kind of just a fascia board, removed that, and he put a drawer right in there, because you can see there's lots of room behind there, behind the sink there. So I'm going to take the little drawer out of this end table and install it in there. So that worked out pretty well. It's pretty easy to put it in there. I was able to utilize some of the hardware from the drawer in the little table and transfer it over, and also some of the woodworking, kind of make it look like it's meant to be there. I also took the little catch from over there and put it in the corner so it doesn't come out while we're traveling. And let me give you a view of the inner workings there. Okay, we'll go through the cubby hole here. So yeah, you can see in the back I took the hardware and some of the wood supports there, and then I just added a wood support underneath, screwed it to the underneath of the countertop, and there's just enough room that it clears the plumbing pipes in the sink. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. So we use that mainly as a junk drawer. It's kind of nice that it sits right beside the entrance door here. Okay, so there we go. Nice little junk drawer right beside our entrance. Now I can continue on with my project of replacing the end table with a computer desk. So there's my prototype all built in. I've kind of roughed it in and been using it just before I make it all pretty. But I think it's going to work out really well. I've sort of taken the old one, ripped it right out from the wall, and then built this new little end table out of plywood. I took the top off the old one, just cut about 3 or 4 inches off it so it's a little narrower in there. And then this piece that the laptop's sitting on, that was actually a piece that the Keystone company had in the trailer as an add-on for our kitchen, and it would fit into these 2 holes here, and then we'd have an extra bit of counter space. But we never really used it. It actually would cause that drawer to be not functional at all, because it would be right underneath the add-on. It just didn't work out for us, but we kept it. So I think it's going to be really good for this little computer desk, because it folds down. I'll show you that. Yeah, so I've taken, it didn't have hinges before, but it had a leg that folded back like that, and I put hinges on it so when we travel I'll be able to fold it down in place like that. And then our slide will also be able to clear, because the slide comes in roughly to halfway to that register, so I can't really have a fixed desk out there. I think that's going to really do the job for me. Let's be able to lift it up like that. So as far as this plywood table, the next step is I'm going to disassemble it again and use some contact paper with a nice cherry wood finish on it and coat it with that. So let me unscrew that from the wall, and I'll give you a look inside how I built it. Okay, that sort of shows you the innards there. So you can see how I built a plywood box, and that's going to cover that space. That square black thing in there is my surge protector. It's a Progressive Industries, really good surge protector. I've done a review on that and how I installed it. I'll link to that in the description. You can see that's where my power cable comes in, and the old situation was that I would just feed the cord in and it would bundle up in that area under the side table there. That was the way they did it. I'm going to change it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put on a fixed connector in place, and then I'll have the cord outside and I'll just attach it to it with a plug, and then I'll store the cord somewhere else. But I'm going to keep my surge protector here, and I think what I'm going to do, I have a readout here for it. It tells me what the voltage and current is. I used to have it mounted in the table. I think I'm going to mount it in the wall here. And also I have this headphone jack, which I installed wired in from my stereo so that I can, sit in the recliner and watch TV or listen to music without interrupting other people in the rig if they want to have some quiet time. So I'm also going to mount that onto the wall. It was mounted in the night table before. So that's a couple new mods I have to do. And yeah, so I'll get to work on putting those mods in and making that box pretty. I'm going to get myself some cherry wood contact paper and take it apart and coat it all with that, so hopefully it'll match the rest of the rig's woodwork. Wish me luck. I'm not that artistic. Whoa, it's raining like crazy out there today, but I guess we need it. It's been dry for about 2 months. So there's the mounted surge protector readout. That was pretty easy. I just pulled out that plug and fished the wire up there. And my headphone jack. I just cut a little hole. It's pretty easy to cut. I have a pocket knife. I was able to just cut a little hole in the thin wallboard they use. So yeah, if you want to see either of those installs, just look in the description of this video, and I'll link to the complete headphone install mod and also the install of my surge protector. Okay, there we go. Finished product. One computer desk, taking up a tiny little space in our tiny little RV. So it was kind of painstaking to put that stuff on, but I got good after a while. It just takes a little bit of patience, which I don't usually have with that kind of stuff. I can't gift wrap either. Anyway, X-Acto knife, some scissors, and just slowly went to it. Doesn't look too bad. Doesn't really have to look that great. It's going to be mostly hidden by the chairs and stuff, but really happy with the color, the cherry wood there, because it matches the rest of our decor, which is all cherry wood cabinets. Our kitchen cabinets are all cherry wood. So now with the top being the Keystone pattern, exact same as the kitchen counters, it actually looks like it's meant to be there. And so this contact paper looks like this, and it's actually only about $6 for 9 feet of it. Just peels off, so about $10 worth of materials to cover it, and it'll come off if I want to change my mind in the future and do something a little more fancy. But that's it for the desk. Now we can move on and figure out, I'm going to put in some type of recliner or ottoman situation there. So Anne's got to pick out the coloring for that. It's going to be leather, so once we get that figured out, and I'll get myself a computer chair for over there, then we'll be able to match up our day bed. So we're going to put a leather mattress on the day bed and leather pillows. And I'm still waiting on the luxury vinyl flooring. The guy's sending me some more samples to go over. So I want to replace that slide carpet with that. So stay tuned for that. If you want to follow along, just subscribe at the Love Your RV YouTube channel. I'll be posting along a playlist on my summer renos, or you can go to loveyourrv.com and subscribe to the monthly newsletter. And you'll get an email alert showing what's going on with our rig. Until next time, this is Ray from loveyourrv.com. Happy camping!